मानस रंजन भूरिया जी। आपकी दुआ लग गई जी, हवा कहाँ लगी?
Honorable Vice Chairman Sir, Deputy Chairman Sir, ठीक है,
वो चेयर को संबोधित कर रहे हैं, जो बोले हैं।
Honorable Vice Chairman Sir, I was listening to the beautiful speech of the previous speaker with elaboration of the Indian history, ethos, culture, and its sequelae of development at this present context. What to receive, what not to receive. What to be expressed, what not to be expressed. Yes, I agree. The National Commission for Homeopathy Bill 2019 and very specific this bill, जिसका साथ Indian word is connected. The National Commission for Indian System of Medicine, Bill 2019. Yes, it is an Indian system. Being a doctor of the modern medicine, to talk about the Indian system of medicine and homeopathic medicine, my position is crucial. But my professor, one of my professors told me, Dr. Bhuiya, we have passed through years together in our country. We have achieved freedom. The country has progressed so many aspects: scientific development, history, modern science, technology, including medicine. He asked me, where you reside? I told him that I live in the village, surrounded by the tribal people. He told me, have you gone to their houses? I told him, yes. I told him, yes. What is the living condition? They live on their daily income. Poorest to the poor people. I visited Bihar, I visited Jharkhand. With your blessing, sir, I visited most of the states in my country. I was the legislative member of the West Bengal House for 7 times. So with committee I visited, personally I visited. He told me, he was just accompanying me in a train journey from Sialda station to North Bengal. He asked me, have you seen that your prescriptions in modern medicine is complete anytime by any poor people completing the dose schedule of the medicine? I told him no. Then why you are obstructing the other branches of medicine to cure a patient? To a patient, alternative medicine. To a patient, to a sufferer, the relief is the main thing, not the terminology of the medicine. Relief is the main thing, not the terminology of the medicine. So it was really striking my mind and analysis. From that day, I started mixing with the Ayurveda doctors and homeopathy doctors, and believe me, being a medical doctor, with practicing modern medicines, no modern medicine doctors cured my sinus problem. I had to take the help of the homeopath to cure my sinus problem. This is on record. This is on record. I can challenge it. This is on record. I studied under the laureates of ENT specialists. They could not cure me. A very small, young homeopathy doctor from DND Medical College, homeopathy, in Howrah district, cured me. This is reality. So terminology of medicine is not the main factor except bacterial infection, viral infections, and surgical interference. If a patient needs a surgical interference to save his life or her life, the surgery is necessary. If a patient is infected by a known bacteria, identified bacteria, it has to be cured by antibacterial drugs, antibiotics. But, you know, sir, till date, Dr. Jarian Mames is here, and all respectable members are here. Even today, only 65% of the human body's ailments are identified and detectable and be cured by the doctors. 35% of the human body's problems is not even known to the topmost scientists and researchers and the topmost doctors, even in US, UK, Germany, France, Vienna, including China and India. This is the status position. In relation to the brain, the doctors of the modern age only identified the problem, 55%. The research is going on. For that reason, when a surgeon enters into the operation theater, he or she takes the name of Uparwala. Someone is saying Allah, Raksha kijiye. Someone is saying Bhagwan, Raksha kijiye. Doctors are and cure the patient. So to me, this is a good approach and the step by the Honorable Minister and the government that they have recognized and give recognition to the own system of our country, that Indian medical system, that is Ayurveda. It is neglected. I'm not accusing any government of the past, but it is reality. The British destroyed the Indian medicine. The history which was told by the previous speaker, it is a confirmed historical episode that the British destroyed the Indian medical system in our country. And they forced to introduce the modern medicines. It is good. But parallelly, after independence, the Indian medical system, that is Ayurveda, was not taken up properly for its growth, for its research, for its development, for its treatment, and for its ramification in modern culture. No. Germany, they have got a center for Veda, Ayurveda. In Iran, the Upanishad is taught. Where is the Apex Institute of Ayurveda, where research is going on till time? Where? But can we deny that Nayanthara, a plant from which the anti-cancer drug is produced, and the oncologist is treating that medicine for the cancer patient? So, everything. The root is the herbs and the trees. Our original Indian medical system was neglected for the last 73 years. This is my own perception. Anybody can deny it. It is my own perception. So our Ayurveda must be improved and taken into consideration to take it to the top. It may be that we can include the surgical intervention in the Ayurveda. It is there also. When in allopathic modern medicine, the surgical intervention is necessary, are we in a hesitant mind that we will not go? We have to go. Heart block, bypass surgery, it's a mandatory provision. intestinal obstruction. It is a mandatory provision. Will any Ayurvedic doctor or homeopathic doctor will obstruct that? No, don't go, you die. No. So cohesive combination. The philosophy should be like that. A cohesive combination of all branches of medicines should be adopted with an apex body, and remedy to the patient should be the prima factor.
Yes. Integrated therapy.
A integrated therapy should be accepted, and India should be pioneer to that. And in this context, repealing the bill of 1973 and 1970, repealing the act, sorry, and bringing this bill in an historical moment to upgrade the status of our Indian medical system is highly appreciable. Highly appreciable. And for that reason, being a practicing allopathic doctor, I appreciate that to us, to everyone, we should not be in a stagnant water. It should be a flowing water of the river. We should change our mindset. We should change our psychological approach, that leave it to the patient. By which medicine he is cured, it is not important to me and to a doctor. You have to decide and see whether this patient is relieved by any medicine or not. That should be the approach, and at the same time, science and scientific approach, evidence-based medicine should not be neglected at all, at all. Today's modern science and modern world experiences the evidence-based medicines. Say, for example, coronavirus. Can allopathic medicine give any treatment now at this moment, modern medicine? No, 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 no. In 75 places of the world now at this moment, experimentation and research is going on. Some retroviral anti-HIV therapy medicine is tried. Some places, even the chloroquine, which is used for the malaria, is being tried. But nobody knows the final answer, how coronavirus will be cured. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Think of the disease plague, which created a pandemic situation so many years back. So many people died. Could we save them? No. Think of the other viral diseases. Could we save them? No. Now think of the coronavirus. Is any allopathic medical doctors can say with authority that I will cure, I will not allow any patient to die? The answer is no. So, in my opinion, that an integrated medical therapy should be adopted. The improvement in research, education, and treatment of Indian system of medicine, Ayurveda, should be taken up. And at the same time, the homeopathy, which is based on the science and symptoms treatment, originated from Germany, but nurtured in India, for the poorest to the poor patients, it has to be taken up properly and seriously.
Thank you.
Improve the system. So these two bills are highly appreciable, and
Thank you.
we support.
Thank you, Hunia. Srimati Bijla Satyanath.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman.